Hello and welcome to the live video. I
just started.
No, but we're not.
Shared it, yeah. We got shared around. Guten Morgen. Un momento, por favors.
So, when we get more people in, I have a couple rants.
You do.
I do.
I might leave for those because I've heard them 7 times now.
One of them I don't think you know about, but that's fine.
You don't. All right, 1 second. You know the drill.
Nah.
Okay. I also have some yogurt to eat, so. Hello, Jeremy, Russell, Psycho.
Hey, so, I have a couple things. A couple things to just talk about. It won't paste it.
What? The link? Mine worked fine.
Yeah, there it goes. Okay. First.
Oh, is we starting this way?
Ripping right through it so we can put past this. No. Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Get your coffee.
I literally don't want to hear this.
It's fine. I'm gonna be quick about it. And so does anybody actually know how many putters, like individual putting molds there are? Does anybody know how many individual mid-range molds there are? Does anybody know how many individual fairways, fast fairways, and distance drivers there are?
No.
Exactly. It's too many. So, with that being said, when I'm doing my Building the Bag series, I am not going to throw every mold ever created.
I'm pretty sure it just muted you.
It's not. It's still going.
Check.
So, Tiny, you've used almost every single putting putter at this point.
You and him both.
Right? No, what are you talking about?
Every trilogy putter.
So, the point is, I am not going to throw all of them in my Building the Bag series. And the amount of people that I've heard saying that I didn't try this, I didn't try that, I didn't try their favorite brand, I am sorry.
Oh, are you mad?
But also, give me a break.
Zach's mad.
I grabbed discs that I felt like I was going to throw. I didn't go off of I took some influence from some people, but I didn't just grab one of every mold because I also wanted to grab more of discs that I knew I was going to throw. So, with that being said, I'm not really that sorry that I didn't pick your favorite niche mold from said company. Okay? I can't do it.
Okay.
But I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate you watching the video. Just understand that there's only a finite amount of throws and discs that I can get into. And even in the videos, we had to cut throws of me throwing them multiple times because of timing. If you wanted these videos to be an hour and a half long each, they could have been, but then that's not really good YouTube content. So we have to think about it that way. I plan on doing more small disc reviews in the future. Hello, Bobby. Okay. Rant 1 done. Rant 2 on. Rant 2, the healthcare system is insane. And I'm going to tell you this from personal experience. I'm going to say it's insane because we do not have insurance, so I was under self-pay. And something that happened I love it, Gabe. Something that happened, I went to get my hand looked at when I first had the incident, and went to the emergency room.
Hi, Dale.
Got a splint, got an X-ray. They gave me one medicine, hydrocodone. I didn't need it, but they just said so you could get home or I'd not have much pain. So they gave me that, and I paid almost $800 while I was there. And I was thinking, okay, $800 for this hospital visit, self-pay. Like, okay, that's a lot, but that seems fine. Like, I could pay it. It's no big deal. At no point during that did they let me know that more money was on the way, or more. They were expecting me to pay them more money. There was never like, oh, this is an estimate. Oh, this is a, um, you know, oh, we have to wait on a couple tests, and those might cost a little bit more. There was no communication about this fact. So with doing this, I get a bill in the mail for almost $500 more. So I've already paid the almost say $800. I get this bill for almost $500, and it's just after the fact, like, hey, you owe us this money. Like, at what point did they not tell me that? I am fortunate to be in a situation where I can take care of that. I can handle that, and it's not going
Not
to.
ideal, but
It's not ideal, but it's not going to cripple me. I'm not thinking like, oh my gosh, are we going to be able to get groceries this week? I'm not thinking, am I going to be able to pay my car off or my car insurance?
we have hella fresh.
Yeah, with HelloFresh. So it, to me, is a um yeah, gaucho. That's insane.
Your daughter broke her dough?
So to me, um it's it just doesn't make sense how a company can how a company in this day and age that's providing a service that saves lives is just like, you know what, we think what we did was worth just a little bit more. Give us more money.
Oh,
It's
45 grand.
it's
That's nuts.
it's just insane. And to me, I had a conversation with a woman this morning about it, and I was like, I am not mad at you. I'm just mad at the system because it doesn't make sense for you to not. It wasn't like they knew how much the splint cost. They knew how much the X-ray would cost. They knew how much the hospital visit was going to cost. They knew all those numbers. It's just put it into my cart,
Well,
and when I go to check out and I'm about to leave, I know that that's how much I'm paying.
so he talked to them today. Well, I'm wearing a lot of maroon. I just wash right out. He talked to them today, and basically what they said is what they charge during the visit is an estimate, and then they can change their mind later. Which I was like, how do you do business like that? Like, if I were to sell whale sacks and then bill them a month later and say, actually, we decided costs were higher, so you owe me more money for those. It's so stupid. You can't do that. And like, you have to set the price and you have to deal with the price you set. How does the hospital get away with just deciding to up it or change it? It's so frustrating.
What I said to them is, had I known, if I was in a certain situation where I might be a person who says, okay, $800, I can pay that, but if it's $1,300, I might need a payment plan, and I don't get to choose said payment plan after the fact. Even though, yes, the bill isn't due, the women told me I could wait 5 months to pay it. I'd rather not wait 5 months.
Still
to pay
money
it.
you have to pay.
It's still money I'm having to pay, and so if I would have known it was $1,300 as I was leaving, I would have been more pissed at the situation. But at the same time, I would have paid it all right then and there, and it wouldn't have been a problem.
You would have known.
And I would have known, and I wouldn't be thinking about it. I think it's the after the fact situation that the hydrocodone was $1 actually, so it was the cheapest part
really?
of it. Yeah.
But didn't you had your vitamin D testing, and that ended
Oh,
up
and vitamin D
costing-
testing has a bunch. I'm taking that up to whenever I go get my hand checked. It's like, you guys asked for this, and now I'm getting bills, and
I
I'm
paid
not
$15, and then
and I'm
this,
asking, I need you. Like, they said I shouldn't have to pay anything. It's fine. Either way, it's all insane. And to me, I am not gonna use this platform to say we need to change things and get political on you. I'm just going to say whatever's happening right now is so stupid. It is not fair, and this is a system that will cripple and hurt so many people more than it will help them. That's an issue. So whatever we can do to try and advocate. This is a very small, minor situation where it seems stupid, but if it's stupid on this level, I can't even imagine what it's like on a more serious level. If one of us were to be seriously hurt
Yeah.
in a situation, what it would look like. And people are even saying with insurance, it's kind of scary, and without insurance, it's also scary. So those are some things that I really, really, really think need to change, and I'm not sure what that fix is because it's not my place to know. But obviously, in this situation, something's wrong. This is not right, and I'll leave it at that.
Uh,
All right. So this past week has been crazy. We had a insane windstorm and cold snap come through Pensacola in the middle of the night.
it was 70 that day.
Yep.
And then dropped to 38 that night with
Dominic.
20 to 30 mile an hour winds and 50 mile an hour gusts.
So,
Go ahead.
so Tina is a lighter sleeper, and it is ripping, and the wind, and we have this greenhouse that's a part of our carport that Tina's made, and that kind of rips in the wind, so it makes some noises.
Chaser.
Um,
I guess not. Goes to Eric's handbill.
so that's ripping around, and I sleep through anything. Tina gets up and says the words like, "Oh shit,
The greenhouse is gone.
the greenhouse is gone." I, in dream state, am thinking, "Well, this is a weird dream."
Why would I dream about this?
Well, did somebody steal it?
And
What?
that's the funny part is for me, it's an actual nightmare that I have. Like I have bad dreams
Yeah.
about that kind of thing happening. And then in real life it happened. So I went outside to assess the damage and find the damn thing. I walk out the front door and I look to my left and to my right and I don't see it anywhere. Thankfully, our cars are over here and then our neighbor's car, and then they have some guests staying in an RV that's like a 30-foot RV in their driveway. And all I was thinking was, it is probably up against their RV. Like that would make directionally the most sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk around the side of the house, and it's, if you're on Discord, you've probably seen this in the judgment free section, but it's
wedged.
upside down, wedged perfectly. It's literally the width of my house
to
distance to my neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Upside down with the tarp still on, flapping around. It's still 50 mile an hour gusts. It was nuts out there. Like we were trying to pull. I went and woke Eric up and said, "I'm sorry to do this, but I really need your help. It's 1:30 in the morning. It's not raining, thankfully, but it was so
it was a
uncomfortably
gnarly
windy."
amount of wind. It reminded me of some of those pop-up cells that we see and that I saw in Dallas Fort Worth, and it's like really gnarly, aggressive winds.
Like scary.
Yeah.
So I wake him up and he told me, like, I thought I was having a dream. I was like, no, it's happening. Can you come help me?
Yeah.
At the very least, let's take the tarp off of it so it doesn't keep moving or like pick up wind and move more. And so we're trying to pull the tarp off of it. And I'm literally just keep saying, like, just be careful because there's so much wind. It's yanking this thing around, and there's broken
metal.
Hey,
Tracy.
Metal poles all over the place. And oh, can you hand me my water, please? Nux. Tracy, I miss you.
Sadly, the greenhouse does Heiser.
Yes, it does. Anyways, everything's fine. I got a scratch on the hood of my car. It broke a giant branch off the lemon tree.
It scratched up a screen.
My screen and a little bit of the siding. But for how big it is, it's 20 feet by 10 feet by 7 feet. This thing's massive. So the fact that it didn't break one of our windows or the neighbor's windows is really incredible. So
it was crazy. So we had a full day of prepping our house for a potential freeze, and we went over to Paige and Alyssa's to try and get their greenhouse ready for if it did freeze at night.
Zach came over and helped us for like 3 or 4 hours.
He did. He killed it.
We were outside for
the whole day.
6 plus hours.
And it was also the colder day. It was pretty cold and windy, and it just was like so taxing. It was a very taxing day.
Like, I've covered stuff for winter.
Yeah.
For freezes many times, right? We had to put the greenhouse back together with duct tape and tie downs and whatever.
Yep.
And then it had been warm for a month and a half. The last time, or no, a month. Just a month. The last time we got a freeze was February 20th.
I agree, Jamie Thomas.
And then it's been like 70s and 80s every day. So everything's starting to bloom. Everything's coming out of the ground for summer. It thinks it's summer. Yeah. And so if we would have had a hard freeze without covering stuff, it would have killed off a lot of things. Everything has brand new growth on it. So for a gardener, it's kind of like a worst nightmare. And I have a lot of plants, and I had them out for 3 weeks because it was such a, it's been so nice out. So crazy day. I'm still recovering from it. Alan Ryder, what's up? Good morning.
Hey.
What flies better than a greenhouse or a pioneer with a gold stand? Wow.
Too funny.
Seth and Camille, snowing here in Ontario again. I can't wait for spring. I hope it comes soon. Technically, it's spring, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it. You can't tell, but it's like really dark and ominous here today. It's just raining, but it's so dark.
On to some cool stuff. What?
Can I finish garden talk real quick?
Oh, I thought
it'll just take a second.
Yeah, go for it. PXG.
In positive garden news, I would love to take you guys on a garden tour. It's kind of popping off right now. Thankfully, the freeze didn't mess us up, and I have so many cool things going on in the garden. So it's been a long time. I think you guys would be really impressed. I have a lot of new planting spaces and like perennials that I didn't have last year, obviously, that are already just killing it. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that things are actually going really well. It's just Saturday's craziness. I'm seriously still tired from that night. I slept 3 hours that night and then haven't been sleeping since. So
yep.
All right, end of garden rant.
It was a garden rant. It just felt like we've had a crazy week because that happened.
Has been.
What else happened?
And stuff. We had a game night with Zach and Steph. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Else really? I'm enjoying pottery.
Maybe that was just like it
felt like the whole week in a day.
It did. I think that's why. Yeah.
Exhausted just thinking about it.
Same.
I'm gonna try to take today off, other than messing with Kyle's custom wheels.
Alyssa's plants made it out just fine.
Fine. There's a little more protected, and they have a greenhouse that can't blow away. The plastic could have come off of it, but they turned a carport into a greenhouse. They just took the metal off the top, but it's like solid into the ground. Theirs can't blow away like ours. Good aphid stories. So many. Too many. They really like my sweet peas, but they haven't found the ones in the greenhouse yet. There were a handful of questions, actually.
Board game / style.
Gabe wanted to know what tattoos we'd get next.
My next tattoo was going to be the addition to this. Okay.
I know.
So, something that I thought about, because Tina's a decent artist.
Yeah, I mean.
Exactly. My point. But basically what I want to do is so good.
See how good of an artist I am? Can't see it. It's just too bright.
I get the gist.
Can't tell. That's bad.
So I'm going. Oh, sorry, chat. I'm going to add to this tattoo here, where I'm gonna have Tina do a line of trees. So it's a crescent moon above above some
Why is
trees.
Eric always yelling? We can hear you fine, buddy.
Anthony's just trying to get under my. I know,
Yeah,
he's
you
just
guys
doing
are always bickering now.
it. Yep.
Your
Because we.
relationship changed after that Paul Ricky situation,
Yep.
which we will not discuss now.
Nope. So yeah, I want to add trees, and then Tina's going to draw said trees, so it'll be kind of like a scene as a what it be a cuff tattoo. That's my next one.
Which I don't want him to do.
Why?
Because we have cute matchy tattoos.
It
right
would
now.
still be matchy tattoos, especially if you draw the trees. What do you?
Why put trees on your butt?
No.
Look at the Bobby Brown. Oh, she didn't like that.
You still not want me to do that?
Okay, there were other questions now.
Yeah.
That was one I saw when we were ranting about the greenhouse. What's y'all's favorite board game style? Go ahead.
I would probably say one of our like most played board games that we really like is Carcassonne. The kind of board building
You like
tile
build
based.
a map with tiles.
Yeah. If you haven't heard of Carcassonne, I
Very good.
highly suggest. It's absolutely amazing. Very good game. Uh, not it's it's a decent. It's a smaller curve of learning to play the game, but it's a steep curve to get really good at the game.
Tasha, are you still here? That's my sister.
Oh, thank you, Tasha. Love you.
Miss you. And then yeah, one thing to touch on is the fact that we don't have insurance through our sponsors. That really hasn't been a thing, and I don't think it even is still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with the new flux of like agents, that it's very possible that that will be a thing in the future.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, or at least the excuses we've heard, is that you have to be a full-time employee. You have to clock in and clock out or be salaried to be able to be on that insurance. And not my job, but like Eric's job is so different and specific that it might not fall under that category. So
yeah,
Eric's not an employee. On contract.
Yeah, so
which most players are.
It becomes really interesting, and I would hope maybe the agencies can work together to find a way to get us like a group plan or something like that.
What does that mean? What's that? Oh, inside voice?
Yeah. I am T-Buck. We did have a Is That Good with Missy Gannon and the Thrasher filmed, but the audio got messed up. We're not sure if it was one of the microphones.
The cam pack probably died.
Yeah.
Or the recorder pack died, I think.
So we lost all of the audio, and it was not salvageable.
And you won't see Missy until...
I won't see Missy until I get back out on the road.
On
so the plan is once I get back on the road, the first tournament I play is to get a Is That Good lined up. Once I'm able to get back in throwing as well, at least once I'm cleared to start throwing, I will do a in the bag. I think the goal is to push that out right after the Is That Good series finishes up, which will be awesome. The Building the Bag series finishes up. And I was going to actually ask you if we could also borrow the drone.
Yeah.
For that filming, just so we can have it hovering, so it's getting a good clear line. Because I know Buddha wants to do some follow flight stuff. He wants to try and work that in.
Sounds great.
So that would probably be a Building the Bag where I would talk about each disc and then I would throw it once, and that would be a way to do it. The other thing that I want to do, hopefully, I'll have time for it, and my body will be ready for it. Will be a dynasty review, which it's going to be difficult to find dynasties when I do said review.
Kidding.
I know. But I really would like to get a full dynasty review so people can get. I mean, there's still some floating around.
She's leaving.
Bye, Zara. There will still be some floating around on collector pages, maybe on a couple websites, things like that. The eye blends are still available. They're super sweet. Are there going to be more runs of your infinite
Can I
signature
go back,
discs?
please?
Yeah.
Gabe asked about my tattoo, and you just keep rolling through the question.
You went
I
to a
think
different.
my next one
No,
will be a sunflower.
you went to a different question after I talked about mine. You're like, I don't want you to do that, even though I'm asking you to do something nice for me. Gosh.
I just like our matchy ones.
And
They
it's
look
still
good
going
together.
to match, and it's going to be sentimental because
They
you're
won't
drawing the trees.
This is stupid.
No,
they
it's
won't look
not.
a thing alike.
Plants.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna get a sunflower tattoo.
So why don't I draw a sunflower to go with your sun?
Have you seen you draw?
You haven't even. Have you seen me draw?
Yes.
I created whale pants. You're welcome.
Do you remember what the original looked like?
It was amazing. It was immaculate.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Yeah,
I hate
'cause
when
Tina's
we do
being
this
a
online.
butt.
It makes me mad. But this is basically
No,
how
because
we
you're
look.
being a butt.
I see Spout.
She's running.
This is so Spout stops attacking Bobby. We spray her with a squirt gun. We bought 4 of them. Oh, speaking of Bobby, we
Okay.
can just get a tail on screen. No more fighting. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, well,
Bobby,
stop
can
being
you
a
move
butt.
your butt, please? We can't see the questions.
What were we talking about before that?
You were starting on another question, but I wanted to go back and answer Gabe's.
I was starting another question?
Yes, you were. That's why I stopped you, so I could.
I don't think I was. I was talking more about.
No, someone asked something, and you were like, "Oh."
That's not what I was. I was talking about doing more videos.
Okay.
And I was going to do a Dynasty full Dynasty
Marriage
review.
in a nutshell, right?
Oh, somebody asked about the infinite discs. Are there going to be more runs? Dynasties, maybe not. That might have to wait till next year, but we're hoping. There's always a chance. There will likely be another run of alpacas. So that'll be sweet. And then I would imagine there will be some small runs of discs that I'm liking from Infinite, as like Emperors, Scepters, Centurions, Exodus, and stuff like that. Those I could see there potentially being some small runs, like we did with the Metal Flake Color Glow. That was what I was talking about. There is going to be Pathfinders on the way from Thought Space. There's likely going to be other discs that are similar to the Justicias and the Bjorgs from a couple other companies. So stay tuned for that. We have to line those up, but that'll be all released throughout the year. I've been really fortunate to have a crazy amount of releases at the early start of the season. It's amazing. Yeah, Anthony's middle name, Anthony's whole last name is. His parents just couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna have nightmares. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, dude, Reese, I feel the same way. It's like we're arguing with each other, but we still love each other. It's not. There's no.
I hate bickering, especially live. But.
Yeah. Well, you started it.
I think we both started it.
Nope, you started it.
And this is.
Because you went passive aggressive with a comment. Had you just been like, yeah, and said something after the fact, it would have been fine. Are you gonna keep doing work, or are you
I'm
gonna hang out
ignore
with
you
the chat?
until you're done arguing with me.
I'm not arguing with you. We're good. I'm trying to bring back emo Tina. Absolutely. Basically looking like Paramore. Rock, paper, scissors settles it. You gonna hang out or what?
If you stop being mean to me, yes.
I am not being mean to you.
You're doing it right now.
I will leave if you want me to, so you can at least talk to the chat. They're asking tons of questions and trying to interact with you. All right, you can have the stream. I'll be back in a moment.
Awesome. When can you throw again, Eric?
I don't know.
We're hoping that it'll be closer to maybe Tallahassee or Music City, I think. Something like that. And I think we're gonna go to Tallahassee. I plan on being there whether or not Eric can throw or not, and I'm hoping he will too. It's 3 hours for us, and Yeah, we kind of have to get a hold of the tournament director and see if we can like go and vend, because I think that would be a really good event to vend at. But we haven't actually, we've driven through Tallahassee, but we've never actually been like active. We haven't gone and played. We haven't gone and, you know, seen downtown or anything like that. So when are you gonna see flip resets for me? Like never, probably. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Rocket League, and I'm not super good. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But working on it. Chloe, I'm sorry I missed you. Yeah, we went to Tyler's event on Saturday or Sunday, and it was the perfect thing for you to be at, but you were in Texas, so you were missed. Good job at Waco. I hope you had a good time. That course is crazy hard, so way to keep on keeping on. I'll be at MCO. Gabe, that's awesome to hear. Why don't you come to Tallahassee too? You can come stay with us. I think that's a good idea.
We'll be staying there.
He could come stay with us beforehand or after.
You could.
When do you think you'll get the greenhouse back up? We did actually.
We did the next day.
That's what we did all day Saturday. So the storm was Friday night, and so all day Saturday we were putting the greenhouse back together and
it's about
covering
75% the same the size it was because we lost.
Yeah, we lost about 4 feet. Maybe 5.
It was pretty nuts.
Got one of those variegated pothos you recommended a while back, and it's thriving.
So guitar is probably about
That's
that
awesome. One. Probably a golden. Yeah, they are easy and they tend to grow really quickly. It's really awesome. I love pothos. I have five. I have 5 or 6 in this room. It's just stupid. I have 2 in the bathroom, but you can just, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but you can take a little cutting from them and they'll just give you roots and you can get new plants out of them. Stupid microphone. How about now? Okay. So, you can cut them as long as you have a node under the leaves. Good now. It will, so stick it in water or in wet sphagnum moss or anything like that, and it'll grow a leaf, or it'll grow a root, and then literally you can just stick this in a pot and you have a new pothos. And the old one where you cut it will just redirect and start, like, keep growing. It's really incredible. So if you have 1 pothos, you can have 20 pothos in a year. Each one of these, so literally from here to here, I could have cut here, and I could have cut here, and I could have 3 plants on just this one little spot. So, fun fact about plants. Not all plants are like this, but these pothos are. Philodendrons grow a little bit differently, but anything that has nodes basically grow like this, including Monstera. So, very fun.
Yeah, maybe I need to work with what's it called? Like pothos feels like such a good plastic name, like for a recycled plastic. Justicio's go to infinitedisc.com.
Little tongue, look at her tongue. She's so funny. You can't plan that. Look at her.
Why can't smugglers get stuff through Infinite?
Smuggler's Notch?
Albaro? Yeah, smugglers, the pro shop says they can't get stuff because they're through Infinite. I mean, all they have to do is set up a wholesale account with Infinite. Doesn't cost them anything.
Which anybody with a business should be able to do, right?
Yeah. That's super easy.
Want some granola?
No Eric at Goat Hill? I'm signed up. Or it's on my list to play.
Maybe they did sign-ups already.
I should have a Pro Tour spot on there. Gaucho, I'm going. I love the goat.
Oh,
TM
Dan, I'm
chorus?
sorry.
That's awesome.
I'm glad you're here now, though. Boop. Bleep. Oh, she's so funny. Interesting. Tina would have the most amazing set of plant disc names. Speaking of plant discs, Zach Benson helped me with my designs for my hybrid furies. So we have 4 different plant-related designs. One is 3 monstera leaves that looks really cool that Zach put together. One is a succulent that I made.
They look great.
One kind of looks like a sunflower, but it's not. And then one other, that's just like, they're all kind of like geometric. So when they spin, they'll look really cool. And they all have my little signature on it and say Hybrid Fury. So those have arrived in America as of last week. And I put in the order for the stamps last week. And I can't wait. So between us, we will be releasing those at the Dynamic Disc Open, except those of you on our Patreon and our YouTube members and our Twitch subscribers will have early access to Hybrid Furies before Dynamic Disc Open. Not much before, but still, you guys will get a first look at those. In theory, we had 2 colors. I believe we did white and blue. Hopefully, kind of like a tealy blue, like we did for the hybrid trespasses, but I'm not sure. I have not seen them yet. So, yeah. So if you guys subscribe to any of our monthly things, you'll have access to those early. And yes, if you do now and are subscribed by the time I do the release, that will also
Dan Hambley, my dude.
You'll also have a chance at those early. We will probably do a live fly mart like we like to do for our stubby wubbies. That way you can actually see what you're getting into, and you can kind of pick what you like.
I think by DDO, I think is when Pathfinders might be dropping. So I'll be looking to have some cool Pathfinders around then.
Gotcha. I think they'll be $25 a piece. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing. I have to make sure. Well, I'm not sure what they're charging me yet. So once I know that, I need another hybrid trespass.
Are there any on the website?
I think we're out except for the ones I have for my personal stash. Yeah. Gaucho. Yeah, I can put it in the pod. I'll put the pictures of the discs in.
Make sure you join the Discord.
That's before. So. Magic ones are 160. Yeah, I like the lighter weight ones too.
Huh. I'm gonna reach out about that because I'm pretty sure I signed up. I'll reach out to Seth Fendley.
Let me get this. Alright, Gaucho, these are going up in the Discord right now. And we are doing the basic version of YouTube Live, so I can't just show you guys on the screen, unfortunately. How much are Tina's personal stash discs? Enough to buy me a countertop.
Is Goat Hill a Silver Series?
Yes, but I don't know.
Oh no.
They're not in. I could talk to Al, right?
Goat Hill is not a Silver Series. Shoot.
Why won't it let me post these? There we go. It's uploading. Go check the Discord. I think they're pretty dang cool. And for those of you that don't have a Discord link, hold please. I'll send you.
Well, I just gotta get on the wait list right now.
An invite. Oops. Here you go. Morning, Chris. Gotta go eat dinner. That's so crazy. Have a nice dinner. Y'all still make whale sacks, or is that different now? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. See? Yeah, so whalesacks.com is our website, and I guess I don't personally make them myself, if that's what you're asking. Sometimes I do, very rarely. But I have hired so many people in the last two years, I guess, over the last 2 years. So I don't have to do the physical labor part myself. I still manage everything kind of from afar. And then most of my last 2 years has been spent training, training and creating procedures so that I don't have to be as involved, which has really been a huge help. That so I can like spend more time in the garden and work on that business. So yes, Wheel Sacks is still around. I hope you've been watching disc golf coverage because we've had a ton of commercials over the last 2 tournaments, and I think we have commercials for at least one more. Yeah, it's been going okay. It's been a really, really slow winter. But checking numbers compared to last year, we're actually right where we were last year. But stock wise, we have more than we've ever had. So that means we're out a lot of money at the moment compared to prior years. We'd be well in the green in prior years, but this year we're trying to be more prepared for the summer months, which are crazy. If you look at our, I mean, you guys got to know this, right? You're not going to buy something that dries your hands when it's winter and you're not even playing. And then still, like, even if it's not warm yet, you're still not going to buy whale sacks. So, um, yeah, June, July, August on our little chart is like not like a little bit, it's like up and then goes back down. It's insane. So we're kind of just waiting for June and July to roll around, which feels so far away at the moment. But hopefully it will even itself out soon here. It's been really interesting. Do you want to hire someone in the UK for English orders? My mom's after some work. We're not quite there yet. I don't know what it looks like to pay someone overseas or in any other country financially. Yeah, I've had a couple people reach out about having people make or represent whale sacks in other countries, and it's just not really on our radar yet. It's too much research for me to do that I'm not interested in doing yet. So we sell to Power Grip in Finland. They kind of do most of the European sales, which has actually worked out really great. So we don't sell directly to customers in Europe because there's all of these other things you have to do, and
it's crazy,
VAT and all that crap. So essentially we can sell to Power Grip without jumping through too many hoops, and then they can sell to customers in Europe without us having to deal with that. So yeah, and it gets them business. They've supported us for so long. We got to meet Posse and his posse, and they're just really kind and sweet, and yeah, we love supporting them because they've supported us, and we just really enjoyed their company when we were in Finland. So Gabe, you can also use your whale sack when you play games, video games, and you get all sweaty. So there are definitely like multiple purposes here. Eric's medical fund whale sack and buy Tina a hot tub whale sack coming when. Well, I need to pay my bills right now, so the hot tub's gonna have to wait until I don't have all the bills I have right now. Oh, what a nightmare. Not saying I don't want a hot tub.
Look at that. Oh. Dang, it's windy. All right. More greenhouse stuff. We had a wood plank that was on something and it got tossed around because the wind is ripping right now. It is dumping. I don't know if you can hear the rain. I don't even know what we were talking about. Holy cow. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Greenhouse. Not the greenhouse. This is the temporary one we have in the carport. Everything all right?
Yeah, it fell on the fern.
Oh. She okay?
It looks okay.
Chloe, yeah, Texas is nutty. Come to Texas. I think that is definitely something that we're gonna do in the fall is come back to Texas. Since I didn't get to do Texas this year.
Could have
Jack Brew,
gone.
the 22nd, I get another X-ray / examination. That hopefully I hear some good news. It's feeling really good. I'm able to take this brace off and do some exercises. Whenever this thing gets really sweaty, I take it off for a little bit and hang out. And I haven't had many issues. You can tell something's still not fully healed, but it's definitely a lot better. So that makes me feel real confident that I am making some good progress. But it's really going to be what the doctor says. And he was trying to get me ready to play Texas States, which would be if I were to get an examination on the 22nd, and he says good to go, you can go throw, no problems. Then I possibly could essentially, uh, I could play Texas States, but I have dropped out of Texas States simply because I would rather take an additional week to maybe get ready to play Music City, and or take an extra 2 weeks to get ready to play Tallahassee, and feel better about it. So yeah, friends, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Bobby loves attention. She's super independent, but also like loves attention. And there are days, I mean, Spout used to be like this too, where she'd just like walk around and follow us around. She still does it sometimes, but Bobby will follow you from room to room if she's up and at it. It's really cute. We love it. And now all 3 cats are sleeping in the bedroom with us, which wasn't a thing before. Maybe just Spout sometimes, and now it's like all of them. It's so funny. Got a house full of cats. Not really what we expected with our lives, but you know what? We're liking it. Bobby's awesome. Yeah, I would love it if it would just like calm down a little bit. I really wanted to garden today. I have all these rose bushes I want to get in the dirt. I might still do it and just sacrifice a set of clothes to the water. Because it's been on my list of things to do for days and days and days. So needs to get done. Eric bought me six rose bushes for Christmas and as payment for some video work that I did for him that I didn't want to do. And one of them is still on back order, but the other ones came. He ordered them in December, and I got them a week and a half ago.
Yeah, I got them like the first week of December.
Yeah.
Did you talk about these
maybe.
yet?
No, not yet. But anyways, they are in a giant pot of dirt right now, and oh, it's in my apron from Pottery. I had to take it off or it'd get dirty when I'm throwing, which I didn't do last night anyways. Stop being so mad at me all the time.
I was trying to show everybody something cute because I love my wife so much. You guys hear Bobby the whole time? Ugh. Tina has actually been killing the pottery. She showed me a couple of things she's doing. She's creating a little dish for whenever we shower for our jewelry, which is awesome because the other night, Bobby, yeah, Bobby almost knocked my ring into the drain, which would have been bad. So she showed me a bunch of cool stuff. She textured a couple with like some flowers on it and painted them in there.
If you follow me on Instagram, I posted some on my story from today from last night. So every Monday I have pottery class. And I might do it again because I'm really enjoying it.
Gotcha, it is.
It's like $170 for 7 weeks of classes. That includes firing and 25 pounds of clay and use of all like the class materials and glaze. So like, I mean, if you tried to buy even just like glazes, you'd be at $170. And even like the clay is probably $30, you know? It's awesome and I love it.
So we got these really cute things.
Eric surprised me with this. It's so corny, but really cute. And so when we walk next to each other, they'll like connect, and it's so dorky and really, really cute. Congrats, Gaucho! Happy anniversary. 12 years is amazing.
That's nuts. It's a long time.
Spoot, yeah, it's called First City Art Center, so it's just like a local art center that does like glass blowing classes. Those are much more expensive, and stained glass classes. They do hand building, pottery. They just have studios for anything arts related, and like the whole community. If you're a member, you can use it. You can take classes without being a member, but you get like 4 people as that membership. So Alyssa and Paige are actually members, and then I can use it because you get like 4 people. So
nice.
I'm so excited. Alyssa introduced me to it. She is taking the class as well, but she's in Texas right now. And fun fact, I used to be a potter for a long, long time.
Harry.
No, not like that. Yeah, he's my brother. I took pottery in high school and loved it and never stopped until I was 25, I think. When I moved to Portland, I didn't touch pottery until a couple weeks ago. But my whole childhood, for some reason, I always had neighbors, or like my ex had a neighbor who had pottery studios at home. And so I got to use pottery studios outside of high school as well. And I took pottery once, loved it, and then took it as an independent study 3 times after that. So it was like teacher's pet, but I did all of the other work in the class too, like reclaiming clay, and just learned every other piece of being a potter. So really cool opportunity to be able to kind of like put that back into my life and have something of a creative outlet that's outside of the house, because I have a really hard time kind of managing all of my hobbies because I'm home all the time and it's hard for me to leave sometimes.
The excitement that you have of going and coming back and everything has been really nice, and she just gets to tell a bunch of stuff. Come on.
Leaving for Europe ASAP.
We've
been talking about it so much.
There's a chance that we might do Europe twice this year. That it would be. That one's from. That's definitely a Bobby bite. He was really spunky yesterday.
I know.
But Europe in the summer for the disc golf tournaments, potentially Europe in the winter for a couple weeks to explore and go see some soccer games.
When can we get a Is That Good with the Tina Oakley Fury? Well, I don't know if Gabe's still here, but I'm gonna text him. Oh, he is still here.
We will definitely do an Is That Good with the hybrid Fury, 100%. Whoa, Bobby! Whoa! Yeah.
Morning. See, okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed the title of Morning Coffee today, but it was Morning Coffee with Tina and Eric Oakley and probably a couple cats or something like that.
Nice. I love
so
it.
Funny.
I plan on doing the Is That Good with pretty much as many people I can. I don't. Right now, the first 3 were supposed to be all Discraft players, but that wasn't by with any intent behind it. It was all just people who were around and they had their discs ready and available. So we will definitely do one once those Furies come in.
They're here.
If they could get us some, and we could do that before, that would be awesome.
Before what?
Before I leave for the road, we could get Zach in to do one.
So usually, I'm just not sure timing wise when they're going to be able to get them stamped.
But if they could send some blank ones, it's fine. We need 3 or 4 of them. For a video series. I think that would be great, right? Okay.
I'm texting Gabe, even though he's here.
What do you think?
Gabe, I'm texting you, so that we all have it in writing, so we don't forget about it.
Yeah, 4 would be ideal. So we each could throw 2 at a time. Right?
Wrong.
I will be hopefully soon.
Text. I love you, Gabe.
But also, by the way, Dan Hambley is celebrating 35 years of marriage. How cool is that?
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude. Congrats, Dan.
Congratulations. Get there?
I think so.
After today, I don't know. This is year 3? 4
Marriage?
year. I think about it by cakes. Like, okay, we did the blueberry one.
Mm-hmm. This will be year.
And then Vermont.
Yep.
And then this last year.
So we're going on cake 4.
This will be cake number 4. For those of you that don't know,
take it to the Pottery.
We have this kind of accidental anniversary tradition because on
turkey leg, I'd like to.
For our wedding, Todd blew everything out of the water, and a friend of his on the island did the catering, and it was fantastic, and there was booze, and that was fantastic. And the only thing that I really had to do, that I was in charge of, that I really wanted to be good, other than the flowers, which I did myself, was the cake. And so the whole thing was kind of a debacle to start, and I should have known. But we ended up with this super dense cake that was like hard to eat, and it wasn't that good. And I had asked and paid for like fruit filling. There wasn't any. So the cake just ended up being this flop. And really, it was a great day. Who cares? It was cake. But for our anniversary, I had asked Eric, I was like, I feel like we kind of got screwed in the cake department. Could we just order like a really good cake and share it with our friends for our anniversary? So we happened to be at Maple Hill, and we did just that. We bought a cake for $30, and we shared it with friends, everybody that was at the wedding, or just whoever was at MVP, which is like our homies anyways. And it was awesome to like kind of like celebrate that day by also giving back to our friends and just enjoying a silly cake. And then we loved it so much, we did it the next year as well, which happened to be 2020. So in Vermont, we got a cake, and we shared it with the house we were staying with. There was 6 or 7 of us. That was super fun. And then this last year, we were back at MVP. So we got to get it from the same place that we did the first time.
Mm-hmm. Here. Was that cake we got in Mass? It was cookies.
Yes, it was, because we did what you wanted this year.
Mm-hmm. I wanted,
because I always got what I wanted.
I wanted tres leches, tres leches is like not necessarily a great share cake because it's so squishy and difficult, and it needs to stay moist. Yeah. So it's not easy to do. But that's my favorite cake. Yeah. But with that being said, the cake we had was. I am not a cookies and cream kind of girl, so this last year was Eric's year for his cake, and then I'll go back to mine next year maybe, or we'll do something with he's not that picky. So, anyways. Bread and sugar. It turned into a really cool tradition, and I really I love it. So, cake number 4 this year. That's how we know which anniversary it is, by which cakes we've had. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, Danny Lindahl's engaged. I wonder if I can send him some flowers. It'd be tough. Maybe bring some to. I don't know if we're gonna be invited. Do you think he even likes us? I don't know. He's your biggest fan. Gabe, do you think that Danny likes us? No, he's my worst fan. Have you seen his name on? I did. On our Discord, he's my worst fan. This is from Anthony. I was like, what the? Oh, that's cool. Oh, Anthony. After you got did Terry? I don't know if he's done it. We've done an interview with him after we got married. Terry Miller? Yeah. That's funny you say that because him and Bobby both filmed at our wedding, and I never saw anything from Terry. Bobby sent me his. We have a little wedding video. Anyway. Rainwater have a cousin named. Gosh. Wonder how I scratched up. That's one way. Ow! Stop letting her do that then. Imagine playing Rocket League and she just attacks your head. What are you doing? She's cute though, but she'll jump up here while I'm playing games and just Yeah, we should refer to him as Danny Baby Flicks.
Did
Bobby
you hear that?
Brown.
I was encouraging it, but what the F?
I saw it.
Hey, AJ. Ow, she got me good. I got a little head bite. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. It's 11:02.
Oh God, Premiere.
Clearly we've been enjoying our time with you.
Head over to the Premiere. Sorry, everybody. Oh my gosh.
There's a new video up and we're late for it. We're late for our own video. Oh my gosh. Did you set it up for a premiere? Did Dan
Yeah,
set it up
it
for
was
a
supposed to
premiere?
be at 11 o'clock. It's premiering right now.
Yeah. Sorry guys.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Click on that link.
We love each other very much, and we love all of you very much.
We'll have a talk later.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. You guys are awesome. Bye. Click on the link. We'll see you over there.